Video game championship. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, nice job. Congrats, bud. How difficult was it? Like what was it like? What's it like to win or to come in second and something like that? Was it like fierce competition on the way there? Um where do I put chat? Over my face? That should be right there. Or actually, I could put chat behind my head. I never let him. Oh yeah, actually, this kind of works out. Till chat gets too uppity, then it's all up in my face, and it's all up in my way. No, I can't have it there. Ugh, chat. OBS real estate is so real. It's so real. Like, where do I put this? I have information I want to convey to everyone. But then I also need to have like the whole card here, right? So it's like, boom. We're gonna be talking about commanders. We're getting into the multicolors today. And we're gonna get through like the first couple. Um, there's a mindset that I have for how I want these to go. Because these like Monday deck crafting build things like this is not like a one-off thing. This is like a continuous thing, and it's like every week, especially once like spoiler season's done, it's going to be like a deeper and deeper discussion about commander and different type of commander decks. So I'm trying to make sure I have like a good presentation so that I can just help us facilitate better conversation. I like the visuals. um so one thing that I I've started to do this pretty much like when I'm at work. I think about this right here. What in the fuck happened? Um yeah, I've started to like ask myself these couple of questions, right? Like who wants this? What else does that type of player enjoy? Enjoy what else? Do. Overall commander strat, and then needs to achieve. Because I was trying to like breaking down more or less like it kind of looks like this, right? It's like the hierarchy of command of needs. If you've ever heard of that before, it's the hierarchy of needs. So yeah, Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right? It's just I guess it's psychological study, but basically it's like every like human beings at the very least, or just living beings in general, right? Have a in general like hierarchy of needs, starting from the bottom and then getting like more important at the top, right? So it's like every person needs like psychological needs, like basic needs, right? Like breathing, food, water, shelter, clothing, sleep, right? Like that is just a fact of life, right? Um and then like safety and security, right? So it's just like then you start getting less into just like obvious things that just like obviously to exist as a living being you need these, and then now it's just like okay, like in a society, what are like when you involve other people, what are things that you start to need, right? So like yeah, health, employment, property, family, social ability. Yeah, I would employment certainly like a bit more um specific, but yeah, like health, family, social ability, right? Then after that it's like loving and belonging, right? So like friendship, family, intimacy, sense of connection within that group, right? Not only do you need to have like a thing to do within your social unit, but now it's like how do you connect with that social unit? And then like self esteem, right? It's just like feeling good about yourself, other people feeling good about you and you feeling that, etc. And then self-actualization, right? Like creativity, acceptance, experience, purpose, meaning, and inner potential. So I was kind of thinking about how this can apply to commander decks in a way, right? Where commander decks themselves kind of have like a hierarchy of needs. There's a like a psychological need would be lands, right? Like even Hazaret here, who we went over last week, Hazaret Godseeker has needs. It needs basic things. It needs to have lands, right? It's mono red, so we can think about like what does mono red need in order to get a stack off the ground. Luckily, the commanders are two drop, right? So that curve is usually pretty low. So we're gonna need at least like 30 lands, right? Because that's just kind of how commander is as a base. We're gonna at least need 30 lands. Mountains. Think I could just say that, right? No, mountains 30. I think it's mountain 30, I think, or something like that. I don't know. Like you would at least need. There's a way to. Yeah, there we go. 30 mountain, right? So it's like you at least need that base of 33, right? Well, 33 actually for like a 2-drop, probably lower to ish the ground deck. Yeah, we'll say like 33 lands, right? Like that's at the bottom. Morning, hey, Airsign, how you doing? Um, right. So like hierarchy of needs is just like lands. I would say every deck needs right at the bottom. It needs to have lands to be able to play itself. I kind of like merged loving, belonging, and safety and security like kind of together. It's like how does this what other things does Hazaret want to have in a deck that's involving her, right? So like if we're combining like loving and belonging and safety and security, it's just like how does Hazaret feel safe to do what she needs to do, right? So like how like what type of boots does Hazaret need? What type of protection does Hazaret need? Hazaret being a 2-drop, one in a red, we can safely say that like what's the red what's the red free spell fucking uh free spell redirects things. You know it. You know what I mean. Instant deflecting swat. Thank you. Right, deflecting swat. Right, like from turn 2, deflecting swats on. Right, like it just is. So that works in a Hazaret thing. Whereas like Hazaret, or say like if Hazaret costs like 7, right? It's like okay, that's like like deflecting swat just might not do anything for the longest amount of time. Maybe we don't have deflecting swat. We have something. We put boots on the table beforehand, waiting for Hazaret to arrive, sort of thing, right? That's just like the mindset of like what basic, because especially the bottom parts, right? Psychological, every deck needs lands and artifact and mana, mana rocks and all that. Loving, belonging, safety, security, like these are general things that every commander deck will need, but it gets more personal when it's just like how does self-esteem wise, how does this deck feel good about what it's doing, right? What does it need to kind of get to where it wants to be? Hazaret, for instance, wants to start your engines, right? Um, and it's seeing as how she's indestructible, she can probably just deal with a bunch of board wipes. That's what we kind of talked about the other day, right? Where it's just like we start our engines, and then for low drop creatures, we're doing damage on our turn, right? In order to get our engines up to max speed, and then once we're at, then she can attack when we're at max speed, And as long as she can attack and she has indestructible, we can do things like World Slayer, right? Or even Obliterate, I think we put in there. Yeah, or like Obliterate, right? Where we destroy everything, but Hazard remains because she's indestructible. That's the sort of like, that's in like the higher part of it, where it's like self-esteem, self-actualization. What does Hazard need to get to where she needs to be, which would be maximum speed. So that would be the Aga Instigator, Molten Gatekeeper, right? Because you're doing damage on your turn, getting to max speed. And then the self-actualization. What's like the creativity that Hazard brings to the table. I destroy everything, and I'm the only thing left. You know, that's what I've started to kind of want to see for commander decks. See if we can kind of tie the personality of commanders to, well, the hierarchy of needs. Obviously, it's like a simplified version of this concept, but it is something I've kind of noticed, right? Like, I looked at this the other day, and I'm just like, you know what? Hazaret does kind of need those things. Torbrand definitely feels that like self-esteem thing, right? Where it's just like, hey, you know, if Hazaret's out there like, swinging for 5, Torbrand saying that you deal even more than that, right? Or even if we had a Twin Flame Tyrant saying now Hazaret's dealing 10 instead of 5 all of a sudden, like that puts Hazaret in her element, right? Because she's just in there. And what better way to be in there is like with Shadow Spear, right? Where you have trample and lifelink. So she can just keep on swinging over and over and over again, gaining you life so you stay alive to do it, and hurting even harder, and trample makes it even better. So that's my mindset, right? We're gonna experiment with it, right? But basically, as we start going over commander decks, especially newer ones, right? And we're saying like, hey, what does this deck need? What does this deck want? These are the questions that we're going to ask. Where along the hierarchy of needs do these things fall, right? And I also have these questions here. It's just like, what type of player wants this deck? What else does that player enjoy? Then the overall strategy of the commander, and then what does that player need to kind of like achieve that, right? So you'll see it in practice, and hopefully in practice it'll become a bit clearer. But for right now, I guess the best way to actually put this in practice is to like let's begin actually going over Azarek here. Check. Yes. All right. Aether Drift, decks, new deck at Chick. And then I have my handy, that's not it, notes. And I have my handy dandy notepad. So now we're going to jam some games a little bit. Yes, yeah. So, right, we're going to go over some commander decks now, and then in like 2.5 hours, Lupo and Ames are down to play some commander. So we were gonna do that like this all night, but hey, we got invited to games, so we're gonna do that. Chick Emerald Radiant. All right, so let's continue where we left off Friday, but this is gonna be like just the new normal Monday thing. So. Atchik Radiant, Emerald Radiant. So let's read the actual thing here. So, you can see both here. You can see both. Atchik Radiant, Emerald Radiant. 3 black and green legendary creature insect druid 3/3. When Atchik enters, create a 1/1 green insect creature token for each artifact and or creature card in your graveyard. Whenever another insect you control dies, put a +1/+1 counter on Atchik. Each opponent loses 1 life. Okay. You finally got yourself set up for Spell Table. I'm jamming CDH with the local crew only so far with it, but it's been nice to get some more games. And I'm glad to hear that, Sayap. That's great. That's really, really great. That's really, really great. Welcome to the Spell Table realm. All right, so if we're looking at Atchik, let's see if we can start answering the questions that we've kind of laid out for ourselves, right? So, all right. So first and foremost, we're asking like what type of player wants Atchik, right? So Achik is 6 mana. A 6 mana 3/3 in Golgari that when she enters makes insects for artifacting creatures in your graveyard. And when another insect dies, she gets stronger and you drain everyone for 1. So, like, this reminds me a lot of Izoni. Yeah, like, this Achik reminds me of Izoni. They even cost 6 mana, right? Like, they both cost 6 mana here. And even Izoni, when she entered the battlefield, you get insects for each creature card in your graveyard. But Achik says for each creature and or artifact in your graveyard, right? So they threw in another they threw in another card type to just see if they can finally make this deck style work, right? Because like the type of player that wants Achik are like insect players that wanted to stop playing bad grist. You know what I mean? Like, because like every grist deck starts off as just like, all right, I play grist, and I'm gonna like fill my deck up with insects, right? But it turns out Magic just isn't full of that many insects. Like, just not really. There's cards that look like insects, but they're really not even insects, and they're like all over the spectrum of Magic. They don't all do the same thing. They don't have a united identity. Insect players, right? Like, who wants it? Insect players. And all of those insect players are just grist players. But now they have a commander that like might not suck at doing insect things, whatever that is. Like, we don't even know what insect things are, but they're still looking for it, right? So, like, if we take what Grist was doing, right? As long as Grist, blah blah blah. You create an insect mill a card. If that was an insect, like, repeat the process, right? And most Grist decks are just like, okay, I'll fill my deck with insects, and then I'll plus Grist once, and then I'll hit an insect, and I'll do it again, and I'll keep going and going and going, and I'll never stop until it's a land. And then it's like, okay, cool. How many insects did I make? 1. That whole turn. Cool. Right? Like, neat, right? Flood an artifact, skip turn. We flood an artifact, skip turn 1, discard an artifact to the game rules every turn. On turn 10, we win last. I mean, simple. You. That is literally a better strategy than what Grist decks were doing, right? Because Grist decks were just literally living on a prayer. Literally living on a prayer. Hoping that this would work out. Because why would they make a cool commander that didn't work? Well, you know? So if we. And then, like, for Izoni's like a popular enough character. She's like the secondary Golgari queen. Like, if it's not Vraska, it's Izoni. But then, like, the next version of Izoni is just like, fucking detective, like, tutoring stuff for you. It's like, and she's making spiders, right? Like, instead of insects. So even then, she's like so far off. So it's like, I didn't know Gris was struggling like that. Oh, yeah. Like, I always felt bad for Gris players. If I'm being honest with you, I always felt bad for them. So Izoni is kind of the same way as Achik, but you get artifacts as well, right? So, like, they keep adding card types into here to see if this will finally work, right? And maybe it will, right? And now actually you now finally have a commander that is an insect, right? Because, like, before, like, a zombie is just an elf shaman, right? And Grist was a planeswalker when it mattered. You know what I mean? Right? Like, once Grist was out, it's just a planeswalker, so you're not even really triggering insects like that. But now you have Achik, right? So with Achik, and we're answering the questions like, okay, so, like, the type of player that wants Achik. Who wants this? We got Let's see. Who wants this? Players. Players looking. Players looking to finally have. Oh no. It doesn't loop. A real insect deck. And then I have to make it actually loop around. Text transformation, uppercase, nope. Outline. What I gotta do to make this loop? Text transform, alright, so it doesn't do what I want it to do. However, that's fine. I'll make it its own separate line. Who wants this? Players who are finally going to get an insect deck. All right, fine. You want to play that way? Boom, big. Yeah, we're. Ooh. Super professional chat. I know. I'm really, really good at this. A reek? Real insect deck. AKA hurt Grist players. Abandoned Grist players. There we go. Players looking to finally have a real Grist deck. We're going to try to like... Oh, maybe the text just shouldn't be that big, huh? Maybe not that small. Sure. All right. I honestly think those players will be disappointed. I think this is almost as not an insect commander as Lord of the Nazgul is not a Wraith. Really, Warbler? Really? Let's look at Lord of the Naz. Oh, true. Right. Like you know what? That's a very, very fair point, Warbler. Right? I'm thinking Vestian is the best insect commander from Doctor. Oh shit! Damn. Hold on. I just want to put that in. Oh, true. Right? So enters the battlefield, X counters on it. Enters the battlefield, create X green and white alien insect creatures tokens of flying. Whenever you attack with one or more insects, you'll +1/+1 counter on each of them. And that's honestly pretty fair. It is literally like a deck that you could just go like you could go Reston and 99 lands, right? And technically it is just as good as of an insect deck as Grist ever was. You know what I mean? Because you're never missing. You're literally never missing where Grist missed all the time. And slowly but surely, like, they'll get bigger and bigger. So you're not wrong about that. That's actually like a very fair comparison. Too bad they can't be in the same deck, right? Hazazon did this trick to me with deserts. He's landfall, not deserts. Right! He's landfall, not deserts, but the way that they do certain commanders nowadays... So you either get commanders like this, right? Where, like, instead of saying, like, okay, we're gonna, like, dedicate an entire set to correcting this, like, mistake and giving you a commander and support cards and like other insect lords and blah blah blah, they'll just go, hey, listen, man, I can't, I don't care. Stop mailing me like dead insect carcasses. Okay, it's not gonna happen. We don't care about insects. So here, fine. X green white. Throw as much mana as you want on this thing. I don't care anymore. And when you swing, I don't know, they get bigger. Whatever. Go. And that's just like it, right? Like that's just and then like, you know, the mail stops flooding in. So yeah, like you're right. Reston kind of like does insects better. If only she was green black. Then like, you know, they could at least be together. And Lord of Nazgul is a really good point too, right? Where there are Nazgul based answers at the very least within Lord of the Rings. So they do have other versions of the Knight of the Witch King that does do Nazgul support. But because every version of the Witch King has to do Nazgul support in some way, shape, or form, they make ones like this, right? Where it's just like, okay, all wraiths just have protection. And how do you make wraiths? Whenever you cast instance sorcery spells. Just make one. I don't know. And 9 is a special number. I don't know. When you got 9 of them, they get bigger and you kill. Like, okay, at least mentally you're trying to convince players to get to 9 of them, right? But exactly, like, this is a Nazgul Lord commander, but just because the creature type happens to like be the same thing, Jared Leto trying to play insects now, right? And that's a fair point of on the fitting legends, right. So that is a fair, and I think it's a fair point saying like Atchik is kind of falling into that same realm of like maybe she's not really an insect lord, and insect players are going to stay disappointed. But at the very least, we can look, like, our job here is to answer what these players need anyway, right? So, like, who wants this? Players looking to finally have an insect deck, right? That's literally who's looking for this, right? AKA disappointed Grist players. But that's that's beside the point. Let me see if I can, hold on, let me copy that. AKA disappointed Grist players. All right, what else do Grist players enjoy, right? Like, what do Grist players like? What happens in a Grist deck? If we can, like, what do Grist decks have in them? What were Grist decks already doing? Grist. Oh, this guy too. Doesn't he make insects? No, he makes birds. Commander Grist. And the Lord of Nazgul, Ponder is a better wraith than Nazgul. Damn, that's fucked. That's so true though. It wants graveyard value pile. The revolving door of the graveyard. Well, no. What's slightly different this time with Atchik is that the text there, the bottom text, right? That what makes Atchik different than those other cards is that she does actually want insects in your deck so that you can get that second part, right? Where it's when those insects die, you kill them. And sorry, when those insects die, you pain and drain your opponents. And she gets bigger. She gets bigger part is like literally whatever. But it's just that they drain opponents. That's actually really important here. Why did everything get ruined? That's actually like one of the more important parts about this. Mazarek might be better comparison than Grist. Actually, it's kind of a backward Mazarek. Gristy, hold on. Insect bees, shapeshifter, insect. God, there's just not many insects, and they're not doing the same thing. You can tell that a deck style doesn't have like quite enough representation when you like changing outcasts is in every type of deck, so that's fair. But like when you start getting other changelings, like a 5-drop one, you know what I mean? Like that's when you're like, oh god, Drudge Beetle. Ugh. Ghostly Changeling, like that is when you know there is not enough. Hey, Savvy Abby. Yeah, like that's how you know there's not enough. Let's look at Mazarek. Yeah, Grave Shifter, Giant Ladybug. Wait, that looks cool as fuck. That's cute, actually. That's beautiful. Search your library for a basic land. Put that. You're playing a 3-mana 4/1 with reach just to put a land to the top of your deck. That's horrid. Oof. 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 Yeah. Yeah. Like this is what you're running in your deck just so Grist maybe doesn't like stall out. And there's 55 of them, so you do have a pretty solid chance of like, you know, not stalling out. But like at what cost? You know what I mean? Mass Vandal, at least that's a passable card. Mass Vandal is at least a passable card, like I guess. You know? But like one thing that insects do was already like caustic caterpillar style, right? You said, what did we say? We said Mazarek. Whenever another player and Mazarek is an insect typal commander, right? But the bottom text of Atchik is more like it leads you along the same lines as the bottom text of Atchik, right? Of basically like Mazarek is like whenever any player sacrifices another permanent, and what's the most reliable way to make sure that Mazarek triggers? Sacrifice your own things, right? Like you can always you always know that you're sacrificing your own things. You can force other players to do it too, but you know you're always sacrificing your own stuff to trigger Mazarek. And Atchik wants you. Sorry, I gotta put her to the top again. Atchik wants you to sacrifice for other insects you control to die. And what's the most guaranteed way to do that? Sacrifice them, right? So you are combining Atchik and Mazarek. So like what else? So I mean that does answer our question actually just by like a little bit. It's you know, what else do these type of players want, right? If we go back to Atchik here. If we go back to Atchik here, it's like what else do these players want? Like what else do these Grist players enjoy? They enjoy sacrificing their insects for some value, right? Are they digging that deep and not running Cossack Wasp or Hornet Nest? Holy shit, are you... You're right. No, there's no way there's no Hornet Queen. Huh. Do you think they just don't know? Do you think they just don't know? Well, okay. Hey, back to what we're typing. Do you think they just don't understand? No. Okay. So what else do they enjoy? They enjoy sacrificing their insects for some value, right? Like just some output of value, whether it's putting a plus and counter on all of your creatures, right? Or to drain all of your opponents to death, right? And I guess put a plus and counter on your commander, right? So they enjoy sacrificing for some level of value. And then it's like, okay, how do we combine these two things, right? So we want Grist players who want to have an insect deck that they were always denied to finally have a deck, right? And we know that these players, on top of just wanting an insect deck, they want an insect deck that gets somewhere by sacrificing their stuff, right? Or they're sacrificing their insects means something. Because having just a big board of insects doesn't get you anywhere because there's not enough insect lords, right? There's not enough cards that just say insects get +1/+1. There's just not, right? So, at least if they die, it means something. So, how do we find out that strat, right? So, if we... I know, we're just kind of... It's a little unwieldy, but I promise it's going somewhere, chat. It's going somewhere. All right. So we want to produce insects, sack insects for value. That makes us win, right? Sack insects for value. That makes us win. value that makes us win. So if we start thinking about what cards we have access to, yeah, sorry. So what are the best insects in Magic? Hornet Queen. Are we cooking? We're cooking. We're cooking. Hornet Queen for 1. Right? We're just trying to answer some certain questions, right? It's like, how do we produce... We can produce the natural cards that produce insects regularly, right? Like, ones that are just already pumping them out. We're going to look at the mill in a second, right? We're going to look at the mill in a second. We also need to... producing and sacrificing insects. Mill. Self-mill. God, I have to go to another line on that one. Yeah, and self-mill, right? Izoni, right? Well, hey, Izoni. She is like the other 1,000. Yeah, she's the other commander that was doing this. So now we just add Izoni back. What else? We looked at Mazarek, right? Mazarek, Cruel Death Priest, that goes in there. Okay, hold on, sorry. That is a cool printing, but we need to visually be able to see that we added something good here. You got Fumulus in that thing, great for when those insects swing. Fumulus? Fumulus. Oh yeah, add the main deck. Whenever a player sacrifices a non-token creature, that'll be you. Although, yeah, I mean, you can sacrifice whatever you want, right? Make an insect token of flying. Whenever an insect, leech, slug, or worm you control attacks, if any player pain and drains, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. What else makes insects? Like, just on the natural. Grist. We talked about Grist, right? Grist at least Grist says +1, right? Make a thing. There's also the other Grists, too, right? What's this Grist do? Whenever Voracious Lava or another creature enters the battlefield under your control, if it entered from your graveyard, or you cast it from your graveyard, you may pay green. If you do, exile and return it transformed. And then you can make an insect token for the +1, put a death touch counter on it if a black card was built, whatever. After you mill 2 cards, destroy an artifact or enchantment, and then whenever creature card in the graveyard. Oh, wow. Hey, there you go. That's beautiful, right? Yeah, this like totally goes in there. Scoot Swarm. Scoot Swarm. Spring Heart. Spring Heart. Oh my god, what am I doing? Spring Heart. Nantuko. Haywire. Haywire Might's great. It's literally like one of the best ever. Caustic. Please forgive my spelling. Caustic Caterpillar. Caustic Wasp. Caustic Wasp. Caustic Wasp? Which one is that one? Deals combat damage to player. Oh, beautiful. That's fantastic. Other Izoni. The other Izoni makes spiders. Groxack. Scoop Bomb doesn't make insects. It just gets big. Oh, does it not? They're not insects? Well... No, it makes insects. What do you mean? Yeah. It makes insects. Though, do we really care about the second half of Atchik? That ETB is really strong? No, it's not strong enough. We could use scam effects to loop and have a ton of insects. So, Warbler, so every deck that I make always has a combo out in some way, shape, or form. So don't think that we're avoiding that. We will talk about combos in the deck, right? That will happen. But it's like, to make the deck feel lived in, right? Like, again, it's like, who wants this deck? Right? Who looks at Atchik and says, this is the commander I've been looking for? Insect players, right? Who have only been burned so far. So how do we like what our insect player is going to want for this? They're going to want insects, right? Even if it's not immediately going for like the optimal thing, they're going to want insects, right? And like what else do those insect players enjoy? No, sacrificing stuff because that's all they've been really able to do. So that is kind of why we're focusing on it. And when you look at the commander, right? Like the commander on the tin says insect you control dies, make your opponents hurt. Like just that mindset of just connecting insect die hurt opponents, it just all comes together, right? That's the type of person that would play Akchik. That's what they're attracted to here, right? I think it was about Scoot. Oh, Scoot Mob. Oh, right. Yeah, Scoot Mob. Right, that doesn't make yeah, that's like whatever. Yeah, it's like whatever. Yeah. So we do care about that. So about 10 things that make insects, right? I think that's a decent amount. I know I missed like a couple, but I think that's um Zask. Zask. Skithering Swarmlord, 3 green, legendary creature insect. You may play lands and cast insect spells from your graveyard. Cool, right? Whenever another insect you control dies, put it on the bottom of its owner's library, then mill 2 cards. Cool. That's obviously and the other shit, right? But like that's obviously what we're doing here, right? The hive, the hive, the hive. Is it literally just the hive? What in the fuck is the hive? What did I just add? That looks awful. Yeah, it looks dreadful. No. Blex? Blex. Note that I mean, you've been in my streams before, so you know I'm not actually like shitting on your ideas. You know I'm just going like no, just immediate analysis. We're not doing that here. Hey, Blex is a lord, right? He flips, right? Yeah. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. Put any number into your hand. Rest into your graveyard. Lose. Sure. Hey, fine. Sometimes that will work, right? Blex was an insect commander for like as soon as he came out for like quite a bit. It was just the best option you had. So Blex works too. Yeah, for sure. The hive rules respect your elders. Not when they cost 5 to activate. Absolutely not. Not a replacement effect, so that works for us. Correct. Okay, so we have some insects in here. We're not going to go through every single insect, right? But like we have a decent amount of guys that just straight up say, create me, like just put me into play, and I'll make insects, right? Do we have any insect lords? I think Amzu? That's from the Clue set. But like Golgari, right? Flying Maze. Other insects you control have menace. Whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard, you may make an insect and put a number of plus and plus counters on it equal to the greatest amount amongst those cards. That's gonna be annoying, but it's only once a turn, which is actually pretty good. Leave your graveyard. Yeah, you'll figure it out. This is pretty good, right? This is another thing. So actually, let's yeah, Amzu is pretty good. So let's insect token. If we no what? Okay, I spelled it right. Type insect type token. Nailed it. So if we just straight up looked at green black insect tokens, and then we can look at cards that make them. I guess there's only one. Oh, it's flying insect. That's right. My bad. I'm like, why? All right. Insect. A 3/3 insect. Okay, I guess we'll look at that. All right. We'll look at these immediate things, right? So the Swarm Weaver enters, make 2 insects with flying. As long as there are more creature types, insects inspired. Hey, +1/+1 death touch, right? Perfect. So that works. The Swarm Weaver. The Swarm Weaver. I think that works. Blood Spinner, ETB Surveil 2. Look at that goofy ass. Surveil 2, sacrifice it, make equal to the number of card types among cards in your graveyard. That's not like the worst thing I've ever seen. I wish its creature type wasn't spider, obviously. That's like specifically not great, right? Like it's just literally not great. It's probably not worth it. It's not worth that 6. Because even if you sacrifice it, it wouldn't trigger for your commander. So yeah, I wouldn't do that. If it's I've seen worse cards, right? Infestation Sage. Well, we're gonna get into sack outlets in a second though, but I want to just see, especially because it's definitely not Nest of Scarabs, especially since this is such a very specific card type. The Hunger Tide Rises. Okay, yeah, this what? Create insect token. Sacrifice any number of creatures search library in the graveyard for creature value less than equal. Oh, that's cool. This is great. This is perfect. This is perfect. Yeah, okay. The Hunger Tide Rises. The Hunger Tide Rises. Alrighty. Out of there. What makes this... okay, shit. What have I done? Living High. I kind of wish there was a button to let me see all the prints, but... that's right. I'm opening all of these. But it's going to be very quick yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Some of these I already have. Combat damage to a player, that many... ooh. Crawling Infestation gives us tokens. And right, we are going to get to the mill part. Don't worry, we will get to the mill part. I think this is more just like introducing any new player that's trying to find like insects. Here's like a decent list of insects to start with, right? This might attract you. Living Hive is kind of cute, if I'm being completely honest with you. I have like no issues with this card. Like, yeah, it costs like 1,000,000 mana, but like, it's a little cute. Whenever another non-token elf comes into play, you may put an insect into play. Interesting. We're not going to do this, but that's... I have never seen this card in my life. But that's cool. Iridescent Beetle, at the beginning of your end step, create a for each one. Oh. Mazarek puts plus and plus encounters, but Achik doesn't, right? Oh, wait a minute. For each counter you've put on... wait, is this huge? Hold on. Wait. Iridescent Horn Beetle, and then we look at Achik. Whenever another insect you control dies, put a counter on Achik. Wait, wait, hold on. You actually get to redo your board, right? So, like, Achik, sack, like, one at a time. Sack insect, counter, sack insect, counter, sack insect, counter, sack insect, counter, drain the whole time. And then Iridescent Hornbeam, at the beginning of your end step, make an insect token for each plus and plus encounter you've placed on creatures under your control this turn. The meal is served. That cooks. Oh. See, these are the type of cards I like, chat. I love cards like this, where it's just like this random little 5-drop uncommon that when you play it, listen, you know what's funny? It's like when you play it, like more experienced players would just be like, like a 5-drop like uncommon I've never, like, whatever. It doesn't register in my big commander brain of threats, so I don't care, whatever. But a new player who's interested in every single card they're seeing, like, for the first time, they're like, oh wait, can I read that? Oh, okay, that sounds really bad. I'll kill it. Right? like a newer player would actually get rid of this, where an experienced player would just be like, that's not the One Ring, so like whatever, it resolves. Oh, I'm sorry, what did you just do? I'm sorry, what? Yeah. This is good. Iridescent Hornbeetle, sweet. Yeah, I'm glad. See that I'm glad we looked at this. That's why we do this. All right, iridescent hornbeetle absolutely cooks here. This is blue green, so just skip that. That's Atchik. Ant Queen. Oh yeah, Ant Queen, right? A mana sink, right? Just like objectively, we just put this in. Ant Queen. Beautiful art too. Beacon of Creation. Make an insect for each forest you control. Shuffle back in. Meh. 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 Hold on. Sorry, I have to nerd out for a second. Okay, so the Beacon of Creation, the spell that's celebrating the arrival of the fifth sun on Mirrodin, because Mirrodin used to just be white, blue, black, red suns, and then in Fifth Dawn, the original Mirror, like in the original Mirrodin set, the green sun comes up, and it's like a big deal. And you're telling me the card that celebrates that puts insect creature tokens into play? Okay. Alright. Okay. Put in a graveyard. Put into a graveyard from play. Put 4. That's cool. That's beautiful art. Holy shit. Yo, that flavor text. The insects found a meal in the carrion of the beast's prey. The beast found a spiffy new hairstyle. That kind of goes hard. Actually, that kind of goes hard. That's metal as fuck. Wow. Wow. They don't make cards like this anymore. I'm saving that, honestly. That, like, what a wow. 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 All right, Vitality Charm, put a green insect into play. Nah, don't matter. Protection from artifacts. Whenever a creature plays an artifact. Oh! Mark Will's other flavor text for sure. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. This is not the worst card I've ever seen, if I'm being honest with you. You know? It comes late for most artifacts, but if you're against an artifact deck, it's never stopping. You know what I mean? But, like, it's probably just not enough. It's probably just not enough, but it's close. If it was like 2 mana less, it would be sick. Springheart Nantuko, we already added that one. Old Rutscene enters the battlefield, beginning of your upkeep. Okay, when Old Rutscene enters, or at the beginning of your upkeep, mill a card. If it's a land, make a treasure. If it's a creature, make an insect. If it's a not creature, make a blood. And the blood tokens kind of suck ass, but you know we could throw Old Rutscene in there. It's only cast, not tokens, unfortunately. Right. Making artifact tokens would be even better. Yeah. Okay. Old Rutscene. Sure. Crawling Sensation. Okay. Yes. So this is a yes. When we start talking about mill specifically, that's when we're going to go back to this. 100%. Dies, foot 7. That's whatever. 7 deals damp. Is dealt. Ooh. Is dealt damage. This stops your opponents from attacking you so hard. Misstiff, hi. How you doing? Crawling Sensation or Crawling Infestation? What did I say? Crawling Sensation. Saber Ants actually goes hard. Because this will cause your opponents to just simply not attack you entirely. Like, they'll just go like, it's almost like having a free blocker, right? Like a free indestructible blocker, except this is worse for your opponents. Oh, you're going to swing at me with your 10-10? Okay. Fine. If that 10-10 doesn't have trample, I think I'm about to make 10 insects. Saber Ants goes hard. Saber Ants. I think Infestation is cheaper. Crawling Infestation is 3 mana. They're both 3 mana. At the beginning of your upkeep. And this is mill card stuff. We're going to look at the mill card stuff in just a second. We're just answering the insect part currently. Then we'll do the mill part, and then we'll do the stack outlets, and then because then I think that's literally all 3 aspects of Atchik. From going from top to bottom, we see like the insect type line. You know what I mean? Like we see that part there. Then next we see ETB make insects for what's in your graveyard. And how do we get stuff in our graveyard? The self-mill. Then after that, sack things, pain. So, hierarchy, whatever. Scoot Swarm did that. Is dealt. Hey, another. If you're dealt that much damage, put that many things in the play. Oh, with Morph too? That's hilarious. That's hilarious. That's huge. Okay. Brood hatch. Then to go. 1 dozen eyes. No. Infestation expert. What does this transform into? Is this a werewolf that cares about insects that transforms? There's only so many times she can take being asked, "What's bugging you?" Infested werewolf? What in God's name? Ew. Ew. What's the real art look like? Wait, hold on. I need to see it with color. Okay, that's pretty. See, this is way. Oh my god, that black and white was like, does not do justice to how pretty this art is. This is beautiful. This right here is every insect, like every insect player, right? This is how every insect player sees himself. This is them. This is every Atchik player. This is every Grist player. This is every like Amzu player. This is every single insect player that we're building this deck for is summed up in this picture right here. This is them. There's no more quintessential picture than this. And then you transform it and it's just kind of like whatever, I guess. Like I don't know where the werewolf ends or where the insects begin, but I just don't care. Hive Heart. Why does this text look awful? What happened? Why is it? Oh, okay, Moto promo. Okay. Oh god, what did I do? Sorry, I need to see the real card. Whenever this attacks, you may search your library for basic land card that doesn't share a land with you control. This is all bad. I don't care about any of this. Don't care. Somebody out of the elf dies, make insects. That's Swarm Shambler enters the battlefield with a counter on it. Whenever a creature you control, the +1/+1 counter becomes the target of a spell or opponent controls, making it. That's nothing. It of the Horrid Swarm. Whenever you cast a spell. Okay. Alright, cool. Oh, wait, no, go back one. What makes this? Rise of the Ants. Oh, the 3/3 insect. Yeah, okay. What is this? This is an Innistrad card? This is why Midnight Haunt did not do well. Okay? Okay. Anyway, alright. Etymology to the max? Yeah. Okay. So, we have solved the insect brained need, right? Like, I think that we've sufficiently answered that. In an insect typal deck, what are the creatures that you're looking for? I think we found the best of them, right? For ones that just simply say insects make tokens. I think we found the best of those. So now, the rest of Atchik reads, when she enters, make an insect for each artifact and or creature in your graveyard. So let's talk about how we get things into our graveyard. That's going to be that self-mill aspect that we like, right? And self-mill. So we have Crawling Sensation, obviously, right? Beginning of your upkeep, mill 2 cards. Whenever one or more lands are put into your graveyard from anywhere for the first time each turn, make an insect. Awesome. Crawling Infestation. At the beginning of your upkeep, mill 2 cards. Whenever one or more creature cards are put into your graveyard from anywhere during your turn, make a insect. Only triggers once a turn, which kind of that sucks, but okay, hold on. Crawling Infestation and Crawling Sensation, and then Hedge Shredder. Yeah, Hedge Shredder. Yeah, whenever one or more land cards to put into your graveyard from your whenever one or more lands are put into your graveyard from your library, put them to battlefield. Yeah. Mariposa. Is that the Doctor Who card? Military base. And tapped if you do get 2 red counter.
この物語は色を擬人化した世界である彩り商店街を舞台に多彩な男子たちが繰り広げるラブコメディである。
ドリームストーリー、緑山陽子原作。
カラフル男子。緑さん。海岸。おはようございます。俺は幸田東也。この彩り商店街で八百屋をしている。この町は俺の目覚めとともに日が昇り、俺が目を閉じようとするときに日が暮れるようになっている。今日もいい野菜をたくさん仕入れたし、一日頑張るぞ。いらっしゃいいらっしゃい。今日はみかんが安いよ。
おはようございます、東也さん。
おはようございます、管理人さん。
おはようございます。今朝も元気いっぱいでしたね。東也さんの朝の挨拶のおかげで朝寝坊知らずで助かってますよ。
そうですか。いや、そいつはよかった。
東也兄ちゃん。
おはよう、赤人くん。
おはよう、真城くん。東也兄ちゃん、味噌汁に入れる大根くれよ。
おはよう、赤人。大根なら今日はいいのがたくさん入ったぞ。山ほど持ってけ。
こんなにたくさん。一本でいいよ。
まあまあ、そう言わずに、綺麗なオレンジ色の人参さんもあるぞ。
だから大根一本でいいんだって。
あとみかんも大サービスだぞ。一箱持ってけ。
みかん一箱サービス。大根よりこっちのが高いんじゃねえの？
いいんだ、気にするな。季節の変わり目だし、ビタミンをいっぱいとって風邪をひかないようにしなくちゃな。兄ちゃんはいつでもお前のことが心配なんだぞ。だから持ってけ。
東也兄ちゃん。
東也くんも赤人くんもいとこ同士、相変わらず仲がいいな。さて、俺は部屋に飾る花を買いに向かいの花屋に行こうかな。
ありがとうございました。
みどりさん、おはようございます。
あ、真城くん、おはようございます。
部屋に飾るお花を選んでもらえますか？
はい、いいですよ。どんな雰囲気の花がいいですか？
みどりさんにお任せします。
わかりました。それじゃあ白い花をいくつかと。はい、 これでどうですか？
ああ、綺麗ですね。ありがとうございます。いい香りですね。
気に入っていただけて何よりです。
ね、みどりさん。
はい。
今日も豆屋さんは素敵ですね。
え
買い物に行くといつもサービスしてくれるし、それに奥様方からも好かれてるじゃないですか。恋人としては複雑ですか？
そんなことないですよ。皆さんの気持ちもわかりますから。彼を見ていると温かい気持ちになりますよね。
キャー、恋人の余裕？彼氏自慢？この子の。
あ、いえ別にそういう意味ではなくて、
じゃあどういう意味なんですか？
酸素をたくさん作り出せそうってことです。
酸素？
あれ、わかりませんか？ほら、なんか光合成みたいな。
ごめんなさい。それよくわかんないです。
あれ、そっか。僕にしかわからない気持ちってことなんですね。ちょっと嬉しいかも。
キャー、超のろけてる。やん。
もうからかわないでくださいよ、真城くんってば。
なんか向こう盛り上がってるな。いきなりどうしたんだ？
向こうで真城君と話しているのが俺の恋人みどりさん。とても優しくて植物が大好きな素敵な人だ。この商店街の人たちの癒しスポットにもなっている。女子の会話みたいだな。それにしてもみどりさん、今日も素敵だな。
あ、みどりさん。豆屋さんがこっちを見てますよ。
あ、豆也くん。
花屋の花が全部開花した。しかも溢れ出てくる。なんだこれ、すげえ。
あ、
真城くん大丈夫か？
赤人くん、ありがとう。それにしても、あんなにラブラブだったら、きっと夜もさぞすごいんでしょうね。
いや、それがさ、あの二人まだらしいぜ。
え？うっそ、そうなの？同じ部屋に住んでるのにどうして？
それが東野兄ちゃんってさ、夕方になると眠くなっちまってダメなんだ。
信じられない。
今度こそ
いくら日没とともに
頑張りますから
って言っても。
豆也くん。
みどりさん、今日は全然眠くなってないです。いけそうです。さすが絶倫マムシドリンクは違いますね。
目がすごい充血してるけど、本当に大丈夫？
大丈夫です。
そっか。
みどりさん、みどりさん、やっと俺たち一つになれますね。
あ、豆也くんのすごく熱いよ。
みどりさん、意外と積極的なんですね。俺もみどりさんの触ってもいいですか？
恥ずかしいよ、豆也くん。あれ？
あれ、これってなんかまるでみどりさん全然反応してない。これじゃまるでおじぎそうみたいや。すみません。俺下手くそですか？
ちょっと待って、そんなことは。あれ、なんだこれ。
みどりさん、
僕、今は全然元気になれる気がしない。
具合が悪いんですか？
うん、そうじゃなくて、枯れてるっていうか。
枯れてる？
あ、もしかして今日って、立冬？
はい、そうです。
あ、今日から冬じゃ無理かも。エッチする気力も全部枯れてるみたい。立つ気がしない。
どういうことですか？
僕、植物と同じで、冬は元気も精力も何もかもが枯れちゃうんだ。
大自然の力、恐るべし。大丈夫です。俺、春まで待ちますから。
ごめんね、トウヤくん。ごめんね。
いいんです、みどりさん。とは言ったものの、春よ来い。おはようございます。いやー、いい朝だな。今日という日をどんなに待ったか。やっと春が来た。ついに俺たちにも春がやってくるんだ。おはようございます、みどりさん。起きて。いない。探さないと。みどりさん、どこにいるんですか？みどりさん。みどりさん、一体どこに行ってしまったんだ？冬とともに俺の前から去ってしまったのか。まさか春に植物の緑は芽吹くじゃないか。みどりさん。春の気配がする。こっちか。丘の木の下に人影が。みどりさん。
トウヤくん。
やっと見つけた。朝起きたらいないんですもん。心配しましたよ。
こっちに来ちゃダメ。
どうしたんですか？来ちゃダメって。
とにかくそれ以上僕に近づかないで。
そんなこと言われても無理です。もう逃がしませんからね。みどりさん。
ダメ。
みどりさん。
ダメって言ったのに。
どうしたんだみどりさん。妙に色っぽいというかエロい。
冬の間抑えられていたものが一気に芽吹きそう。こんなの初めてだ。どうしよう、トウヤくん。
みどりさん。
こんなこと言ったら嫌われるかもしれないって思って、だからしばらく遠くに行こうと思ってたんだけど、もう無理。今すぐ抱いてほしい。
スプリングハズカム。 みどりさん。
トウヤくん。
長かった冬を終えて、ついにこの時が来た。
来て。
はい、行きます。
すごいすごいのが来ちゃう。
すみません、管理人さん。窓を壊してしまって。
本当にすみません。まさか桜の木が生えてしまうなんて。
いいんですよ。こんなに近くでお花見ができて、むしろ嬉しいです。窓はパパに言えばすぐ直してもらえますし。そんなことより、おめでとうございます。こんにちは、トウヤさん。
あ、管理人さん、こんにちは。
今朝は夜明けの挨拶がなかったですけど、どうかしたんですか？毎日楽しみにしてるのに、寂しかったです。
すみません。今朝はちょっと立て込んでまして。
あら、何かしてたんですか？
おはよう、トウヤくん。
おはようございます、みどりさん。
夜が明けるのがずいぶん遅くなったね。
そうですね。すっかり秋が深まってきましたね。だんだん布団から出るのが億劫な季節に。寒いですか？もっとこっちに来てください。
大丈夫。そろそろ起きなきゃ。
すいません。朝からベタベタされるのは嫌でしたか？
ごめんね。そういうわけじゃなくて。
いえ、いいんですよ。やっぱり朝はシャキッとしとかなきゃいけないですよね。
そうなの？そっか、そうだよね。したくなっちゃうかもしれないから離れたんだけど、正解だったみたい。朝からなんて困るよね。
全然困らないです。また挨拶なしの朝があるかもしれないです。本当にすみません。
そうなんですか。アパートを壊さない程度にしてくださいね。
何をですか？いやー、真城くんは鋭いな。
どうかしたの？
今朝挨拶がなかったことを突っ込まれて、昼間はすっかりからかわれてしまいました。
朝はやっぱり自重した方が良さそうだね。
そうですね。
ところでトウヤくん、すごく眠そうだね。
バレました。
なんかフラフラしてるよ。
日が暮れるのも早くなってきましたよね。
無理しないで寝た方がいいよ。
いえいえ、起きてます。秋の夜は長いんですから。その間、みどりさんに寂しい思いをさせるなんてできません。この絶倫マムシドリンク飲みますし、大丈夫です。
毎晩それじゃトウヤくんの体が心配だよ。その気持ちだけで嬉しいからありがとう。トウヤくんのそういうところ大好きだよ。
みどりさん。俺も好きです。
トウヤくん、 苦しいよ。
大好きです。本当は朝も昼も夜もこうしていたいです。
うん。僕もだよ。この先もずっとこうしていようね。
はい。今朝は一段と冷えるな。そろそろ熱い布団を出さなきゃな。待てよ。もっと寒くなればみどりさんとくっついていられる時間がもっと長くなるかも。
寒いね、トウヤくん。もう少しこうして僕を抱きしめててくれる？
喜んで。いやー、寒いのも悪くないな。なんちゃって。みどりさん、今日はまだ起きてないのかな。
寒い。
みどりさん、震えてる。まさか。ああ！今日からまた立冬！
どうしよう。天気予報を見てるだけでブルーになってきた。0度って水も凍る温度じゃないか。人間の 70% は水分なんだから、僕も外出したら一瞬で凍ってしまうんだ。はあ、怖い。冬怖いよ。とりあえず布団に潜ろう。
僕は宇津木誠二。いつもブルーでネガティブな発想しかできない。こんな性格、自分でも嫌だけど。
誠治いるんだろ？
この声は赤人くん。
なんだ、鍵かかってねえじゃねえか。って、ああ、やっぱりいるんじゃねえか。いるなら返事くれしろよ。ったく、毎日新規くせえ顔しやがって。
彼は幸田赤人くん。僕の幼なじみで、小さい頃からずっと面倒を見てくれている。赤人くんは僕とは正反対の性格で、ずっと憧れの存在なんだ。
つうかお前、いつまで布団に入ってる気だ？そんなんだからいつまでも病人みたいな青い顔なんだよ。ああ、やめて！布団を取らないで！寒い、怖いだ？でも、なんか、じんわり暖かくなってきた。え？向こう岸で、おばあちゃんが呼んでる。行かなきゃ。ちょっと待て！その川、絶対に渡るんじゃねえぞ！で、ほら、布団だ！車で！大丈夫か？
ありがとう。もう大丈夫。
それにしても、今日はいつにも増してブルーだな。
うん。寒い日は体温と一緒にテンションも急降下するんだ。
そうか。でも、びっくりしたぜ。
いつもごめんね。僕も赤人くんみたいに赤く燃えるような熱い心と体になりたいな。赤人くんは永遠に僕の憧れだ。
聖司。そうだ。だったら、体温を上げりゃいい。基礎体温が1度上がるだけでも、病気になりにくい健康な体になるんだぜ。
そうなの？
ああ。実は俺も病気しねえように毎朝やってることがあるんだ。聖司もそれをすりゃ、元気になるかもしれね
え。でも、僕にできるかな？
そんな難しいことじゃねえから大丈夫だって。俺がついてる。任せとけ。俺がお前を元気にさせてやる。
赤人くん、気のせいかな。赤人くんがそばにいると心も体も温かくなる気がする。よろしくお願いします。
おう。じゃあ明日の朝7時に公園で待ってるぜ。
うん。こんなブルーな僕だけど、君に近づけるように頑張ってみるよ。無理だよ、赤人くん。
無理じゃねえ。さあ脱げ。そしてこすれ。男は黙って寒風摩擦だ。
そんなことしたら死んじゃうよ、赤人くん。
なんだと。昨日言ってたこと、もう忘れたのか。頑張るって言ったじゃねえか。あれは嘘だったのか。聖司、お前はそれで本当にいいのかよ。
赤人くん、僕はなんて恥ずかしい男なんだ。赤人くんが僕のためにこんなに一生懸命になってくれているのに、このままでいいわけないんだ。熱くなれ、聖司。僕もやるよ。体が真っ赤になるまでこすってみせる。
よーし、よく言った聖司。聖司、
寒い。死んじゃう。
聖司。
気合だけじゃどうにもならないこともあるよね。考えてみればわかることなのに、なんて愚かなんだろう。身の程も知らずに君みたいになりたいだなんて、本当にバカな男さ。
ブルーマックスだ。聖司もう喋るな。
はあ、だんだん意識が遠くなってきた。
やべえ、体がどんどん冷たくなってきちまった。
さようなら、赤人くん。
聖司。
抱きしめられてる。赤人くん。
こういう時は体で体を温めるのが一番なんだ。
こんな近くに赤人くんが。熱い。心が、体が。
お、体が温まってきたか。よかった。
ありがとう。
なんだ、お前のそんな血色のいい顔初めて見たぞ。やっぱ寒風摩擦ってすげえんだな。
やっぱり赤人くんの近くにいると体が熱くなるみたいだ。どうして？寒い。早く銭湯で温まろう。僕も赤人くんみたいに肉々しくて健康的でかっこいい体になりたいな。そしたらこんな寒さなんて気にならなくなるんだろうな。赤人くんは毎朝寒風摩擦して健康に気を使ってるし、筋肉も結構ついてるから体も鍛えてるんだろうな。それに比べて僕は。
お、来たな聖司。
赤人くん、どうして番台に座ってるの？珍しいね。
ああ、じっちゃんが旅行に行ってて、親父も今は飯食ってるからさ。
そうなんだ。はい、入浴料。
おう、ゆっくりしてけよ。
うん。毎日僕の面倒を見てくれる上に、実家の手伝いまでしてるなんて、赤人くんはやっぱりすごいな。なんか、視線を感じるような。何？赤人くんがこっちを見てる。どうしよう。なんか恥ずかしい。
改めて見ると、本当にお前はペラペラだな。
何急に。
もうちょっと肉つけた方がいいぞ。肉。
赤人くんはお肉好きなの？
おう、好きだぜ。っていうかよ。
そういえば、この前大学で女の子たちが言ってた。男はペラペラな体は好きじゃなくて、ちょっとムチムチしてて胸が大きい方が好きとか。このままじゃ赤人くんに嫌われちゃうかも。とにかく肉が必要だ。肉をつけて胸も大きく。
あ、どうした誠治？具合悪いのか？顔が青いぜ。
放棄する。
放棄する！はあ！ムチムチになる！どこ行くんだ誠治！
赤人くんに嫌われないように肉をつけて胸も大きくする！
何言ってんだ！って誠治止まれ！足元にバナナの皮が！
まずはおっぱい！I need お肉！
大丈夫か誠治？
僕はバナナの皮に飛ばされるほどペラペラな人間なんだ。こんな体じゃ赤人くんに嫌われても仕方ないよ。
いや別に嫌ってねえし、むしろ羨ましい時もあるぜ。お前って痩せてるから何着ても様になるし、スーツ姿とかかっこいいよな。大学の入学式の時に見てそう思った。
赤人くんにかっこいいって言われちゃった。
まあ肉つけろって言ったのは健康面が心配だっただけで、見てくれのことは別に気にしてないぜ。外見がどうのとかどうでもいいっていうか、それよりも俺は努力家だったり優しかったり、お前のそういうところが好きだし。好き！
こんな僕でも嫌じゃないの？
で、それよりもお前すげえ話出てんぞ。
幸せ。
誰か救急車呼んでくれ！
ゴール！1位はちびっこにも大人気の幸田さんちの赤人くんです。今年も大活躍ですね。
やっぱり赤人くんは早いな。かなわないや。
いや、緑くんだって2位だろ。見かけによらず体力あるよな。
そうかな。ありがとう。
ま、そうでなきゃ東野兄ちゃんの相手なんか務まらねえか。
違います。花屋は体力のいる職業なんです。
そうだ。聖治は何着だって、誠治！
宇津木さんちの誠司君が倒れているので、一旦レースを中断します。
大丈夫か？ほら、肩貸してやるよ。
ありがとう。
本当に大丈夫か？
大丈夫だよ。いつもごめんね。
そんなの構わねえけど、だから無理すんなって言ったのによ。
だって赤人くんと一緒に走りたかったんだ。学校の体育はいつも見学してたから。
町内の運動会も今までは見学してたじゃねえか。
そうだけど、このままじゃダメだと思って、ちょっとでも追いつけたらって思ったんだけどな。
誠司。
赤人くん、次の種目そろそろじゃない？僕はここの木陰で休んでるから行ってよ。
いいって。借り物競争なんて誰でもできるし、お前まだ気分悪いんだろ。ここにいるよ。心配だし。
ダメだよ。赤人くんはヒーローなんだから。
はあ？
出ないなんて言ったらみんながっかりするよ。
そんなこと。
絶対そうだよ。だって赤人くんを見てると胸が熱くなって元気になるんだ。僕だけじゃなくてみんなもそう思ってるよ。だからほら、早く行って。僕は一人で大丈夫だから頑張って。
わかった。
次は借り物競争です。選手の皆さんはスタートラインに並んでください。
一人で大丈夫か。そうもう楽じゃないんだしな。
位置について、用意。
いつも俺がそばについててやんなきゃって思ってた。そうすればあいつが笑うから。小さい頃からずっと。なのになんだよみんなって。生死のやつって競技中だぞ。集中集中。
さすが赤人くん、一番に紙を拾いました。さて、中には何と書いてあるんでしょうか。
とは言っても生死のやつ大丈夫かな。うわっ、あいつフラフラしながら感染してんじゃねえか。って倒れた。
赤人くんを見てると胸が熱くなって元気になるんだ。
これって
赤人くんはヒーローなんだから。
くそ、知るかよそんなもん。
おっと、赤人くんどこに行くのでしょうか。
競技なんかより誠司の方が心配なんだよ。誠司。
赤人くん？
とによ、お前はほっとけねえんだよ。
赤人くん？
赤人くんが誠司くんをお姫様抱っこして走り始めました。
どいてどいて。
おやおや、赤人くん、ゴールとは反対に走っています。
真城くん。
赤人くん、どうしたの？
これ
これ借り物競争の紙？いらないの？
ああ、悪いけど棄権するわ。
赤人くんは棄権しましたので、他の皆さん1位になれるチャンスですよ。
ごめんね赤人くん。結局
僕のせいで危険なんてことに。
気にすんなって。なんか集中できてなかったし、きっとビリだったよ。
でもこの後にも出場種目があったのに。
いいんだよ。お前が見てねえなら意味ねえし。
それってどういう。
内緒。
そういえば紙には何て書いてあったの？
それも内緒だ。
好
きな人なんて恥ずかしくて言えるか。
九郎さん、それで僕の手相はどうなんでしょうか。
お前、今日は体がだるいんじゃないか。
わかりますか？そうなんです。明日も健康に無事に過ごせるかどうか考えていたらどんどんブルーに。
いや、誠治、それはいつものことだろう。今日は少し体調不良という相が出ている。慣れないことをして風邪でもひいたんだろう。身に覚えはあるか？
はい、あります。すごいです。さすが九郎さんの占いはよく当たりますね。見透かされているみたいだ。
見透かされているみたいじゃなくて見えてるんだがな。こいつが公園で赤人と寒風摩擦している様子なんかがはっきりと。このままだと症状が悪化する恐れがあるな。
そんな。僕はどうしたら。
赤いものをそばに置けばきっとすぐに良くなるだろ
う。赤いもの？やっぱり赤人くん。
ああ。あとはこのブレスレットもおすすめだ。少々値は張るが健康には変えられないだろう。
そのブレスレットも買います。ありがとうございました。
ああ。悩んだらまた来るといい。
はい、それじゃあまた。早速赤人くんを夕飯に誘ってみよっかな。でももう遅い時間だしな。どうしよう。なんだかもう体調が良くなってきたような気がする。
いいかもだ。俺は漆原九郎。この神社の一角で占い師をしている。俺には触れた者の心の中が全て見えてしまうという生まれつき特殊な能力がある。どんな人間でも肩が少しぶつかっただけでその者の心の中が手に取るように見えてしまうんだ。疲れた。今日はもう店じまいにするか。どうせ見えてしまうならとあえてそれを生かした占いの仕事をしているが、人間のどす黒い感情を垣間見るたびに目の下のクマも濃くなっていくように感じる。まぶたが重い。早く帰って眠ってしまいたい。ただいま。よい。やはり自分の部屋が一番落ち着く。さて、寝るか。何も考えないでいられるのは眠っている時だけだな。こ このまま世界が暗闇から目を覚まさなければいいのに。なんだ、寒すぎる。あれ、掛け布団がない。真っ白。なぜ俺の部屋に。
ああ、クロウくん、おはよ
おはようじゃない。何をしてるんだ。
昨日うちのエアコンが壊れちゃって、寒くて眠れなくて。スペアキー使って、ついクロウくんの布団に潜り込んじゃった。てへ。
じゃない。いくら管理人だからって職権乱用だ。不法侵入じゃないか。
ごめんなさい。
なんなんだこいつ。一体いつの間に入り込んだんだ。いつもなら人が近づいたら気配ですぐ気がつくのに。この不法侵入してきた男は伊吹真白といって、このアパート色相館の管理人だ。謎が多いやつではあるが、町のみんなからは好かれている。しかしこいつは俺が唯一心を覗けず苦手としている人物だ。
あ、大変。俺が布団を取ったから体が冷えちゃったんだね。
分かっているならさっさと出て行け。
夜はクロウくんのおかげで暖かかったから、今度は僕が温めてあげる。
は？やめろ。俺に触るな。
もう照れてるの？かわいい。
違う。俺は何も考えないで眠っていたいんだ。
だったら大丈夫。何も考えられなくしてあげる。気持ちよかったね。クロウくん、顔上げてよ。
なんだ、うるさいな。
よかった。目の下のクマなくなってるね。最近すっかり濃くなってたから心配してたんだ。考え事ばっかしてないで、たまにはストレス発散しなきゃダメだよ。
お前、
頭真っ白になったでしょ。またしようね。じゃあね。
またしようって。おい！真っ白。もしかして俺がお前の心を読めないのを知ってて。まさかな。おはようございます、管理人さん。
あ、トウヤさん、おはようございます。
そろそろ灯油が切れそうって聞いてたんで、うちのを買うついでに買ってきました。
はい、ありがとう、トウヤさん。
灯油？
昨日うちのエアコンが壊れちゃって寒くて眠れなくて、スペアキー使ってついクロウくんの布団に潜り込んじゃった。てへ。
真白！確かお前エアコンが壊れたって。
あ、バレちゃった？
本当にこいつ何を考えているのかわからない。
あ、こんにちは、クロウくん。珍しいね。昼間に外出なんて。
病院だ。風邪をこじらせたようだ。誰かのせいで。
それは、クロウくんの普段の食生活にも問題があると思うよ。カップ麺とかファーストフードばっかりでしょ。もっと栄養取らないと。
うるさい！
そうだ。今晩俺が夕飯作ってあげるから部屋に来てよ。
絶対行かない！誰かと飯なんて空気になるか！
あ、よいちゃん。
よい！真城に近づくな！取って食われるぞ！
もう、そんなことしないもん。
こいつに付き合ってる場合じゃない。予約時間に遅れてしまう。
いってらっしゃい。今夜待ってるからね。
俺は行かないからな！少し疲れたが、たまには街に出てみるものだな。いろいろと買い物もできたし、新商品の猫缶は、良いのやつ、喜ぶだろうな。ん？張り紙？何？良いちゃんは預かった。おいしい料理が待ってるから、すぐに部屋に来い。真白。なあ！
なんて美味しそうな猫肉。
よい！真白貴様！許さん！
あ、来た。お帰りなさい、クロウくん。遅いから、よいちゃんは先に食べちゃったよ。
食べるな！このゲドめ！よくも俺の家族を！
はい、こっちに座って。
おい！聞いているのか？
さあ、召し上がれ。
肉！まさか、この肉は、よい！己真白、黒魔術で亡き者に。よい、お前、はあ。
どうしたの？
お前が紛らわしい言い方するからだ。よいは先に食べたなんて言うから、俺はてっきり。
ああ、よいちゃんは先に夕飯食べちゃったよって意味だったんだけど、紛らわしかった？
あの張り紙も手伝って、紛らわしさが倍だ！
ごめんね。でも、腕によりをかけたんだから、機嫌直してたくさん食べてよ。よいちゃんもたくさん食べてくれたんだよ。
まったく、お前は。
ごめんなさい。だって、こうでもしないとクロウくん、俺の部屋に来てくれそうになかったもん。俺はただ、クロウくんにご飯をご馳走したかっただけなんだよ。風邪の原因は、やっぱり俺のせいでもあるし、早く良くなってほしくて。
真白。
でも、やっぱり迷惑だったかな。ダメだな、俺って。
何か、悪いことをしてしまったな。俺は真白を苦手だからといって、黒い人間だと思いすぎてる。果たして、本当にそうなのだろうか。俺のために、こんなに立派な夕食を用意してくれたというのに。そう思う俺の心の方が、よっぽど汚れているんじゃないだろうか。
やっぱり片付けるね。無理やりなんて良くないよね。
いや、たまには誰かと食事をするのも 悪くないかもしれない。
クロウ君。
何を考えているかは相変わらず見えないが、もう少し心を開いてもいいのかもしれない。ごちそうさま。
全部食べてくれてありがと
俺はそろそろ部屋に戻る。
う。ダメだよ。まだ返さないよ。
え、お前、なんで服を脱いでる？
風邪を治すにはいっぱい汗をかくのがいいんだから。
はあ？うわ！
あ、でもこっちはすぐに元気になりそうだね。
どこ触って、ああ！ああ！俺にとっての真白の印象は誰にでも懐くつかみどころのない人間だった。
特定の相手っていうのはいないかな。俺のことを好きって言ってくれる人はみんな好きだもん。
来る者拒まず、そんな軽薄なやつなのだと苦手に思っていた。なのに。よい、ただいま。
お帰りなさい、クロウ君。
あれから数ヶ月、ほぼ毎日部屋に押しかけてきては俺の身の回りの世話をしてくれている。今ではすっかり俺の部屋について、俺はそれが当たり前のように感じているから不思議だ。
ご飯できてるよ。
真っ白。別に毎日飯の面倒を見てくれなくていいって言っただろ
う。だって美味しいものがたくさんあるんだから、クロウ君にも食べてほしいんだもん。俺が好きでやってることだから気にしないで。
好きでやってるか。俺の意志はお構いなしということか。数ヶ月も一緒にいれば、こいつが何を考えているのか少しでもわかるかと思ったが、まったくわからん。人に何かしてやるのが好きなのか。俺はこいつに何もしてやってないが。ということは。真白。
何？
明日どこか出かけるか。
え？
飯の礼というか、欲しいものがあるなら何でも買ってやる。きっとこういう企みがあるに違いない。
ううん、何もいらないよ。クロウ君と出かけられるだけで嬉しい。
え？何もいらないのか？
クロウ君から誘ってくれるなんて初めてだよね。はあ、どうしよう。どこに行こうか。楽しみ。クロウ君？
いつも他人と距離をとって生きてきた。人を笑っていても心に黒いものがあって、近づいたらそれに飲み込まれてしまう気がしたから。真白への思いは、そんな俺の心が生み出した汚れたものだったんだ。
どうしたの？
だって真っ白はいつも真っ白だったじゃないか。
泣いてるの？
いや、これは
大丈夫。 大丈夫だよ。
きっと真白は来るもの拒まずなんかじゃなく、どんなことも疑わず全てを受け入れることができるだけなんだ。すまなかった。
ん？何が？
俺とは正反対だな。博愛主義。少しだけ真白のことが分かった気がする。
クロウくんさ、俺は誰とでもエッチしてると思ってるでしょ。確かに好きって言われると嬉しくて、何でもしてあげたくなっちゃうけど、クロウくんには一度も好きって言われたことないよ。まあいっか。明日どこ行こっか。
そうだな。
ああ、休日だから人が多いね。気をつけないとはぐれちゃいそうだね。ちゃんとくっついてないとダメだよ、クロウくん。
頭が痛い。
あれ？どうしたの？大丈夫？
人に酔った。
人が多いところ苦手だっけ？やっぱり今日は帰ろっか？今度また平日に来よう。
しまった。俺から出かけようと誘っておいて気を使わせてしまった。大丈夫だ、問題ない。駅前さえさっさと抜けてしまえば。
ちょっとクロウくん、俺そんなに早く歩けないよ。待ってクロウくん、置いてかないで。ごめんなさい。見失っちゃった。クロウくん、どこなの？
すまん、真白。
クロウくん。
いつもの癖でつい。誰かと出かけたことがないから、すまん。
クロウくん。じゃあ、手をつないで歩こう。これならはぐれないよね。
暖かい。真っ黒だった世界が真っ白になった。喧騒も聞こえない。穏やかな気分だ。これが真っ白の世界か。
こうしてると、なんだか恋人同士みたいだよね。
恋人？そうなのか。
周りからはそうとしか見えないよ。
ああ、そうか。恋人たちがなぜいつもあんなに幸せそうな顔をしているのかわからなかったが、恋人といるとこういう気持ちになるのか。悪くないな。
あれ？
ん？どうした真白？顔が赤いぞ。俺は何か変なことを言ったか？
そんなことないよ。さあ、行こう行こ
う。おい、手を離すな。またはぐれるぞ。
そうだね。ごめん。ところでクロウくんっていつもどんなところに行くの？連れてってほしいな。
面白くないと思うぞ。
そんなこと言わずに連れてってよ。
仕方ないな。
だいま。
おかえりなさい。真城さん、九郎さん。
聖司くん、留守番ありがとね。お礼にご馳走するよ。後で赤人くんと部屋においで。
あ、いいんですか？ご馳走になります。早速赤人くん誘いに行こう。
東野さんとみどりさんも誘ってみよっと。
それでこの大荷物か。
あ、大人数で食事するの苦手だよね。ごめんね。
いや、真城がいるなら大丈夫だと思う。気にするな。
あ？
同じ階だし、八百屋と花屋には俺が声をかけておく。じゃあ、また後で。
あ、うん。また後で。どうしたんだろう、九郎くん。今日はなんとなく、いつもと違うみたい。あの時も恋人みたいなんて言ったら。
恋人といると、こういう気持ちになるのか。悪くないな。
ふざけるなとか言われると思ってたのにな。嬉しい。けどなんだろう。いろんな人と心が通じるのも嬉しいけど、九郎くんはそれだけじゃない。自分の中に知らない世界ができるみたい。こんなの初めて。
真城くん、
あ、はい。
何か手伝うよ。
俺も手伝います。
ありがとうございます。
真城くん、じっちゃんに肉もらってきたぜ。肉邪魔するぞ。
キッチン借りてもいいかな。
俺の肉が食えねえってのか。
ですね。
やはり気分が悪かった。
せっかくだからいただいちゃいますね。
はっきり言えよ、お前。ちょっと席を外して。
皆さんに感謝です。
Let me see. Apparently, I need to find a fourth for our group of friends for our game. All right. We're getting that ready. So, chat, before we, I guess, do more, I want to know, how did this feel to you? For those of you who have, like, kind of been here, or even if you just joined in and looked at this, how did this kind of deck dive feel to you? Was it, like, super clunky? Did it lack explanation? Was I too heavy-handed with things I thought were good or bad? I would definitely like to get your opinion on it. Oh wow. Yeah, there's definitely sorceries and instants that can go in here, but I think even just hyper focusing on the artifacts and creatures are fine. Especially if we get Mycosynth Lattice. I think Mycosynth Lattice was maybe the spiciest add. I think that's by far the funnest add to the deck, where just everything will help us. Every permanent helps us when it gets milled, and then we play our commander and we just get a huge amount of creatures. Huge amount of insects. And I think it would go a little bit better than these Gristy decks. Yeah, hierarchy of needs. I think it's something to try to add to Commander just a little bit. But yeah, it can all be worked on to be a little bit smoother. But I think this was I had a lot of enjoy. I enjoyed going through this quite a lot, because I mean, I'm not gonna build Atchik. It's just like not my type of deck. but at least going into this, I kind of have an idea of what an Atchik deck will probably look like, right? It's gonna have insects, gonna have self-mill, and it's gonna have sack outlets. So I need to be aware when I see a Viscera Seer. Everyone, right? If you're playing against an Atchik deck, you need to be aware when you see a Viscera Seer, a Warren Soul Trader, a Head Shredder, Altar of Dementia, right? Like, all of this stuff is going to be really, really important. And I think this is, at the very least, a very decent start. Although the insects really don't get any bigger than, like, 2/2. There's, like, 3 lords throughout the entire deck at best. Yeah, they do not get big. Although Iridescent Hornbeetle's so good. So good. I think that's, like, the best card in the deck. By far. And actually, I do want to see, she actually comes with different arts too. So if we look at those, or really if I asked, boop, that's oh wow, okay, yeah, this is the foil. This is the foil version of her. That the yellow just doesn't show up well, obviously, on screen, but I still think I think in person it's going to be a lot better. I think it really comes down to how, like, the glow is handled, right? Because a lot of the card arts have, like, a blue light glow that doesn't get foiled, but this one has green, so I wonder how that meshes with the yellow. Probably not very well, but let's see. And then this is, like, the real special art, which I think just, like, is way better. This is just absolutely beautiful. And if you're going to run this as your commander, like, this is the art that you're going to want. Yeah, this is the Emerald Radiant for sure. Says what she does on the tin. Make insects. If insects die, your opponents die. Easy. Just that simple. All right. We are going to head over to AIM. We're still streaming. I'm going to switch over to my card game top-down board playing setup very soon, and then we're going to play some Commander. We were going to go through more of the decks tonight. I think the next one is it's Captain Howler. Yeah. Captain Howler. But we got invited to play a game with Ames. So we're gonna definitely go and we're gonna say yes to that. But hey, yeah, Ames, Dr. Lupo, and I think Deadbeat Scott. So that's gonna be a fun time. Hi, camera, come back. So let me go switch over to that. There we go. Okay. You don't see me. Do not perceive me. I don't know where to put you. There we go. We're gonna put ourselves right here as I get ready for this game. Oh yeah, I gotta change people's stuff. I think Captain Howler is gonna be fun. I mean, I wrote some notes on him actually. He's just gonna be like blue. He's gonna take an infinitely long blue-red turn, as blue-red players are wont to do. And it just kind of comes down to punching you in the face. Like, it ends with just, like, hitting you for as much damage as possible. And then you just exile the creature, and it goes like, oh, okay. But we'll get to that next time. We might do that tomorrow. There we go. We'll switch to this face for a second. What do you think about Donald Trump? Sax, you've been here before, so it's not like you're a random troll coming out from the wild to ask me about that. So I feel comfortable enough in asking, what do you mean? What type of question, or what do you seek to get out of that? Hold on, I just gotta make someone feel bad. Yeah, Sax, what are we asking for? Do you see him as a president that will deliver his promise or ruin 5 years? 5? Oh no. Uh-oh. Well, I mean, I certainly hope it's not 5, but I don't like what's happening right now, right? I think there's more than enough happening right now at this very moment within the nation, that, I mean, I think it's pretty straightforward to say isn't great. Really not a fan of it. I don't see many or any of the promises that, even ones that he has promised, right? And promise to do things, but then like not do them, not go about them in the way that I agree with, whatever. Even the ones that he has promised, and I would like for those things to happen, have not happened in a way that I am happy with, like, at all, right? Like, no, you know? You can, this is a hypothetical, you can say, oh, someone can say, I will end all war forever, and I'd be like, yeah, that's awesome. But, like, the way they do it is just by, like, you know, like, the monkey's paw curls, and, like, you know, I'll just, like, eliminate humans, and I'll, like, if there's no humans, then there's no war, and it's like, oh, well, okay, that's not quite what I was asking for. You're not going about the goal that we both kind of, like, agree with the right way. That's what I mean. So it's just like, no, even the things that were promised that I could have wanted are not even close to happening or being achieved in a way that's likable to me in the slightest. I think that's a fair answer, no matter what part of the political spectrum you're on, you know. But hopefully that is sufficient enough. But I'm not happy, that's for sure. I was surprised that he was elected, given he didn't do much the first time. Yeah. You and me both. And yet here we are, so, yeah. You, me, and many others. But it just shows the, what a lack of purpose, and what a lack of direction and effort gets you, right? On the party who didn't want him in charge, the party going against him, it's like, that should have did more, right? Sorry. Yeah. So that is my that's my politically correct answer to your question. Despite although I hope things would be very clear with that answer. I don't know how anyone could necessarily be satisfied with what's happening, but it's only day 11? Wow. It's only day 11, yeah? Mm-hmm. Only day 11. Crazy. Oh my god. Are you pleased with what's going on, I guess? I know, sorry, the conversation kind of died down. I knew that this new format of doing more slower deck building and less gameplay would be kind of that would have some growing pains, so I think I probably spent too long talking about the same deck. So obviously there'd be a little bit of a lack of interest when things aren't moving along. So something to get used to, try to keep things going, get to the point a little faster. I probably shouldn't have basically built an entire deck, but I'm from another country, so I don't see impact on my day-to-day life. And hey, I hope that remains that way, Sax. You know what I mean? That is good news. I don't want it to affect your day-to-day. So, hey, tell me when it doesn't, so then I know things have got even worse. But yeah. How do I feel about Aether Drift as a set? That is a wonderful question. Politics answer. Thank you for that question, Aether Drift. Thank you very much for that question. I would say last year I decided to take on the mindset of not necessarily being placated by anything WotC throws my way, right? That's not the goal. I decided to take on the position of I know how I enjoy Magic, right? I know how much Magic means to me. I know the parts of Magic that I enjoy. I know what brings me joy in Magic. Let me reverse that. I'm so sorry. Okay. So, last year, especially when I started to really see the ramp up in product and sets coming out, but also seeing the quality of those sets and that product, especially after Doctor Who, I realized, okay, this is the position I want to take. Magic is changing. It's getting faster. It's delving into other universes. it's moving forward in a way that wasn't really in the cards for me. You know, it's not how I got into Magic. You know, if I personally were to enter Magic now, I wouldn't be the person I was, right? Like the pace that the story took and the grace that they gave to the stories is what made me attached to Magic. It gave birth to me as a Vorthos, and I'm like tied to the game because of those stories and what they did previously, which isn't what happens now, right? There's not that same amount of time given to like the worlds and all of that sort of stuff. So like it's changing. Hey, Z-Bags! Oh my goodness. Hold on, we gotta give thanks to Z-Bags here. Hey, thank you so much. It's really good to see you, Z-Bags. Thank you. You're heckin' awesome, Z-Bags. I miss you, and I hope that we get to play some games soon, friend. And hopefully, I think I get to see you at Chicago, which is great. You are saying you're in like my top 3 favorite cosplayers is like an understatement. You are either like, depending on the day, my number 1 or tied with number 1. You are literally absolutely fantastic, Z-Bags. I love everything that you do, but especially the artifacts that escapes me right now. The one that has for mana. That one I love the most. I love that one so much. But you're fantastic. Thank you very much for the raid, my friend. I hope you had a wonderful time. Were you going over Aether Drift stuff too? I spent like 2 hours going over Adachek. And we built a whole deck, which was fun. 2 favorite planes are Theros and Amonkhet for seeing MTG takes on Greek and Egypt mythology. Would have preferred a set that didn't feel like an unset for the revisit to Amonkhet. I agree with that, Fets. I absolutely agree with that. So, chat was actually just asking me how I felt about Aether Drift, and we are going to we are actually just about to play a Magic game. So don't think I'm going to answer that question because I do have an answer to that. And I actually also would like to know how all of you feel about Aether Drift as a set. So let me just make sure I'm set up with this game. But I think at the end of the day, what I decided was that about a year ago, I saw the path that Magic was taking, especially with how much time was given to sets in the story and everything. And I knew that like it wasn't what got me into the game, but I love the game enough, and I've seen enough of the game to be attached to it almost no matter what happens to it, right? Because like I've seen that underlying goodness of the community, of the game, etc., and that's still there for me. That is what I've attached to. The gameplay is still there. Having thematic commander decks that people build and craft and love is still there. And as long as that part is there, I will always love Magic. That's always going to be the case. So, like, do sets keep on coming out? Absolutely. Have I had less and less of an attachment to sets? Absolutely. 100%. I blanked out for all of Kaldheim until the end, right? Just until Vorinclex did something for Phyrexian. Then I, like, clocked in. But I was out for all of Kaldheim. But, like, that is okay, right? That's how Magic's going to be going on for the future. I am enjoying the parts that I enjoy, which is Commander, and people being excited for the Commander decks that they build, and they want to play those decks against me. That's like the core pieces of Magic that I enjoy, that are still present no matter the changes that they've made, and that's honestly just going to be what I keep loving about the game. So in terms of Aether Drift, it's kind of the same thing. As like a set, I'm not like the biggest like enjoyer of like the setting. I love Amonkhet. I'm glad to see that again. Avishkar changes, cool. Muruganda, I don't care about Muruganda. I'll be honest with that. I'm not a green player. I don't care. There's nothing in Muruganda that I love. But I'm glad that we get to see multiple sets at once. You know, I'm glad I'm getting to see Amonkhet. And people are gonna make decks. You know, they're gonna make an Adachek deck, and there's finally an insect deck that people can play. I'm gonna build a Mendicant Core deck. I'm gonna build a Ketramos, and it's gonna be Kaya Typal, and that's gonna be the enjoyment I get out of Aether Drift, and that's fine by me. That's okay with me. You know, I don't have any reason to rabble, yell about it. But I'm certainly not going to like go, hey, oh my gosh, my favorite set ever was Aether Drift. Just like I'm not going to say that Karlov Manor was like my favorite set by any regard, but I do know what happened in the story. You know, I paid attention to that much at least. Popadolius, thank you very much for the follow. And also, Grenamron, thank you very much for the raid. I appreciate that. There we go. Slowing down the number of pre-cons was a good move. The set itself at first looked like a cheap NASCAR call-out to attract an audience, but it turned out to be better than that. It did turn out to be better than that, JCJ, 100%. 100%. I super agree with that. It is better than what it was on, like, paper. You know what I mean? That much better? I don't know. You know, that's certainly up to subjectivity, but it was, you know, it was still magic to me. The story was what made it magic to me, right? The story of these characters and their growth and dealing with wacky stuff and all that. Like that's what makes it magic to me, even if the setting is weird to have cars, you know? Even if that's weird. There's still some core of it that's magic. Hello. How you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Just started. I think we can play some wizard stuff. Some wizardry. Yes. I do that too. Yes. Oh my god. I think I need permissions to see the text chat. Okay, perfect. Twitter. Thank you. Nice job. You pat yourself on the back. You're like, nice. Yeah. Ron, thank you very much for the raid. Big hearts to you. I hope that you had a good stream. All right.
The same for me, but like not the same cards because that would suck.
Okay. Take the top 3 cards.
Yeah.
Those are in your hand.
Okay.
Put those aside. Split it in half. Okay. Take that card on the top in the middle. That one right there. That's in your hand. Now split that bottom half in half again. And then take the 3 cards from the top of that bottom half and put that in your hand. There you go. I don't know what it is, but you better like it.
Welcome back, Smith.
Let's see.
The past several sets have felt like
Is
magic
it
characters
weird?
wearing goofy hats and not
Did we
necessarily
do it
classic
anyway?
magic. Oh,
Fuck it,
100%.
why not?
Pope. Oh, you're
It's a
you're
pretty
completely
hand.
correct.
Pretty hand?
You
Yeah,
are
there's a lot of nice
completely
artwork in
correct.
here,
It was
but there's
not
also
magic.
variations that
It
aren't great.
was not classic magic
Okay.
sets. That's objectively true. And any
But it's pretty.
disagreement
I
to
have
the
a
contrary
one-land
would be
hand,
weird, personally.
but
But
that is pretty.
yeah,
I like
no,
it.
you are completely right. And it was characters
Flip video,
just kind
flip
of wearing
video.
goofy hats. It does come down to how much of a problem,
Oh, you
like
didn't
how
have-
much
did
of
you not
that
have enough
it
land?
takes away from you.
Oh, absolutely not. I had 2 lands.
Or at the very least, how much of the game do you now
this
no
hand
longer
slaps,
enjoy
minus the fact that it's got
because
one
of
land, so I'm
that?
gonna go ahead and mulligan.
Is there not
I did
something
a
else
Soul
about
Ring,
the game
Olivia
that you
Voldarin,
enjoy?
I
For
had a
me,
bunch
I
of
found
nasty
something
shit in
else,
there.
right? Like I
Exactly,
doubled
you'll be
down on
I
what
know,
I did
but
like,
but
which
one land
was
is
the
not
community.
enough. If I
Commander
had
decks, I
2 and a
fucking
Soul
love
Ring, I would
Commander.
have kept it.
I
But one land
have
not
so
enough.
many friends because of Commander, and my love for Commander, and playing with every person I see, has led to good things. So it's like that's the part that I kind of tripled down on now.
Oh yeah, there it is, baby. Yeah, pop that down.
Give me a quick second. I gotta
Oh shit!
move around my stuff because I'm on someone else's stream here.
Hello, Jasmine. I saw Orlando Axel
Oh
today.
my god, that looks so good.
Amy says she saw you land your axe.
God. What sauce is that?
It looks like
Burrow
looks
is
like
asking
gravy.
what sauce this is. Would you know what? Share with the class.
Amy, can you come in, please?
Get there.
Yeah, speak like right in this area.
This is baked chicken with a poblano sauce, a poblano butter sauce on top, and steamed broccoli with Spanish rice.
Beautiful.
Oh my god.
Fantastic.
That
sounds good.
20 spread with my dinner.
That
That's
sounds
beautiful.
good.
Thank you
I
for
love her.
that info. I need that in my life. Smith, yeah, 100%. I definitely fell in love with Commander and the people I've met along the way as well.
Getting
Exactly.
fucking sauce,
And as
dude.
long as that's not changing, as long as that part's not. Hi, camera's
If I
over here.
woke
It's
up
usually
early
over
enough
here.
to stream
As long
early
as
enough
that
so I
part
do in the
isn't
evening,
changing,
I would probably cook more.
I will still love
Why don't
Magic,
you?
right?
I stay up too late.
When that does start changing,
Stop-
like
we'll
I
stop
don't know
doing
what
that then,
would
obviously.
necessarily make that happen,
Okay.
right? But like, typically it'll be forces outside
You're
of
welcome.
Magic's direct control, right?
You're welcome.
Yeah,
she-
but like,
she never-
if they make a
she doesn't
storyline
talk
so
about
bad
that.
where it's like Jace
Yeah.
murders the
Ashley, you gotta
multiverse,
slip up
I'd
your
be
seat.
like, what the fuck? And then I think people would like the
God,
story
dude.
less. So then, I'd be like, hey, stop doing that, Magic. But
who are we rolling to see who goes first?
there's always gonna be like people that like
D20, got it.
the game like I do. And so as long as that happens, I'm
Someone
here.
cut me.
Yeah, now.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna just grab a random deck. Hi, it's this one.
There you go. Wait, what are you playing?
Krav and Ragna.
Little Parker
Lovers.
set up there.
Oh yeah, they're lovers. You know I love those lover decks.
You do, dude. Your deck theme seems to be in a very roundabout way, pretty much all sex all the way down. I'm just gonna put that out there, dude.
Me and who?
Oh, sex.
I mean, this could literally be us.
Right, but you're playing.
All right, I'm rocking Markov. Amy, you're gonna be on. Wait, is that
Taste of
Tesa?
Karlov. Ooh.
Family v family violence here?
Yeah, I'm coming after the Markovs. My family's rich as fuck. I have spirits. Well,
all right,
not
we're
in
all
this deck,
undead.
really.
That's fine. I don't care. You literally, how do you kill that which has no life, Amy?
Damn, these are good questions. You're actually,
True.
my lore brain is like firing off with like answers, but no, yeah, you're right.
Okay, cut me again.
No. Low one.
Nekusar. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh, I'm so fucked. Okay.
By the way, since I haven't shown Kuro yet.
Oh yes, look at that. Did you just? Oh, serialized number 33.
22.
Oh, 22. Okay. So, yeah.
A guy in my chat was he opened 2 Innistrad Remastered boxes and got one, and then he was driving through Omaha and stopped at we met up at the game shop, the store that I go to, and I bought it off him.
Hell yeah.
So, Mr. Markov.
That's so sick.
Mr. Markov, welcome back. Okay, sorry, I'm just changing up my overlay on my end, because that's who I am. Okay. Alrighty.
Alright, let's try this again.
Now. L.
Okay, bro. I cannot pull planes.
Okay, here we go.
You're not supposed to pull them, dude. You're supposed to pull them.
Shut your whore mouth.
I can't mana pool them. Alright, I will be right back, because I just gotta get some water, because I know we're about to have the sweatiest game
yes,
ever.
I need water.
Okay, I'm glad to remind you to get water.
Y'all don't have fucking water, dude? Get on my level. What's up?
Just ran out.
Oh my goodness. I'll be right back.
All right, Scott, we're going to team up and kill them both, right?
It shouldn't be that hard.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll just mark up as hard as I can.
Should I turn one wheel?
No, you should not turn one wheel. I'm going to ask very kindly that you wait to wheel for until the moment that you know. You'll know when you know. I just want to do a thing. Because I got lucky enough with his hand that I'd like to do a thing with it. And it's not going to hurt you. It's just cool because it will be the first time that anybody in this pod will have done it. Guaranteed.
You have permission to do the thing.
I thank you. It won't even hurt you. It might hurt you in the future, but right now it will not hurt you.
I love magic the freaking god only.
She just run through her house yelling that?
Probably. What do you expect? She's a little psycho, dude.
All right, I'm back. Hello. All right. We get to play. We ready? We killing?
I think Amy stepped away for a second. But I rolled a d20 for going first. I got an 8.
We're rolling d20s now. All right, sorry.
I'm gonna roll my baby.
My man brought a fucking rave d20 out and rolled a 13. First off, that is sick.
Thank you.
Second, fuck you.
Absolutely.
I rolled a 4.
Shit on.
Did I used to roll 2d6s on my stream to go first and then switch it to d20 specifically so I can flex this all the time? Absolutely.
Hell yes. Dude, you have to.
Absolutely. Pixel dice, look them up. They're great.
Mine should be on the way from the Kickstarter fucking 4 years ago.
Yes, awesome. Yeah, no, I hear that they're filling them out now. I cannot wait to hook them up to OBS. I can't wait to make them so interactive. Oh my god. Yes.
Is eating broccoli instant speed legal? Judge?
Yes.
We get a judge rolling?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, cool. Yeah, we're good, chat. We're good. Scott, will you roll your d20, you fool?
I already did. I got 2.
Oh, wait. Kuro goes first.
Hoo-ah! Hoo-ah! All right.
I'll roll it again if you want.
God, I just thought to make a really... Dude, can I make a really super dark joke?
It is February.
It is... Whoa, okay. I'm going to get canceled for this, aren't I? Is Kuro going first a DEI initiative? Is that what's going to happen here?
Initiative. I like the initiative part too. That actually works really well. I just
initiative.
That's good. That's good.
I'm just saying, dude.
Reversal is just like say that joke.
Oh man, I smile through the pain.
Gisela, thank you very much for the follow. All right, sorry. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Wait, I'm second. Let's go.
Before this game, I swapped 4 cards out, just so you guys know.
Okay, I believe you.
Lupo's devil on his shoulder is just a teeny tiny Trump saying, "Blame it on DI."
Say terrible things.
Say it. Say 4-color Aragorn, 5-color Aragorn. Shambling Benson time.
Dude, you had chatted that you fucking guy. I was like, I said it's 4-color Aragorn.
Oh, man.
No, that's 5. I looked at it for a second. It's like, no, it's not. So I read the rules text. I was like, no, it's not. And then I looked again. I was like, oh, fuck me, man. Come on.
That was a good clip.
Earl caught you lacking in February.
I know. Of all months.
I'll pass. Yeah, okay. You got it.
Lose a life and go see what I have and pass.
Okay.
Chat today in Dr. Lupo's chat. I
Courtyard choosing
he was opening
as one does, dude. I'm gonna tap it for.
He was opening packs of
Aristocrat. I'm gonna make
whatchamacallit of Lord of the Rings.
Oh, that's a 2/2 flyer. Never mind.
Like the special Lord of the Rings set stuff.
Pass.
And I
problem.
I just have two little guys.
They're all watching, and I just trolled him. He opened up 4-color Aragorn.
Super slow.
You know, the big old multicolor one that everyone makes charm typo out of. And he's like, "Oh, it's 4-color Aragorn." And I said, "No, Lupo, it's 5-color Aragorn." And it took him a second to get it.
Will the fish get?
But then he did, and he laughed, and we all laughed, and it was great.
Okay, so I don't have land. I need.
The red and blue and the majestic. This one? Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Jesus Christ, Scott.
That was powerful. Okay, I see a Mystic Remora, so we're all going to do the right thing and simply not cast anything, right? We're just going to play a land and pass.
It's so funny, actually.
I'm 100% down with that, actually. Yes.
Starve him out.
No, that was my only land. You have to feed the fish.
Alright, draw for turn. Ooh.
Thank you, NTR Freak.
That's in here.
No, NT Freak. I said thank you.
I'm doing this on
NTR
purpose.
Freak, holy
That's
shit.
in here.
I legitimately don't have anything to play. Scott.
Do not feed the fish, correct. Hi, Reversal Wizard, good to see you.
Tab what we draw.
Just got doing a mukbang,
Is
for
it
real.
Whenever opponent casts a non-creature spell, we're going to go ahead and play
Reversal.
Shadow of the Backstreet, Surveilling 1. We're
Let me
gonna
read your
keep him
message.
on top. I'm going to go to combat, and I'm going to hit Scott for 2.
Damn,
One of them's
unfortunate.
lifelink.
Unfortunate, should have been rich.
Stop feeding the fish and beating my ass.
If they're going to do it, I'm going to do it better. Okay?
Joke's on you. I'm paying for the fish.
Fuck!
Holy shit. He paid for the fish.
Sanders
You actually-
Captain Pass.
Oh, that's going to trigger the shit out. Thank you. I was like, the lands are tapped opposite directions.
Alright, let's see. Now, I wasn't expecting to be called out. Because now I want to start playing things, of course, but...
I'll do it again.
I
Feed the
know.
fish, I'll do it again.
I won't be the one to break. I'll pass.
Oh, God.
Mm-hmm.
Is Mystic Remora casting
Non-creature.
anything? A non-creature. Okay.
Non-creature. So you can cast creatures.
Interesting.
I will pay for this shit until my last breath.
Yeah, it'll be all from those vampires that hit you.
I'll play a Yahani. He has haste. I'll swing at the vampire deck.
Yep. What am I
With a
taking?
vampire?
Just 2.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
kind of
with the
fucked up. I don't
vampire.
even have a Yaheni in this deck.
Oh,
Yeah, he's pretty good. I'm
I
surprised.
couldn't find him. I think I have one, I just couldn't find him.
Them, actually.
Pass.
Genderless.
Sorry.
On
Untap.
February of all at once.
Upkeep,
Jesus.
draw. Okay. 3 Tree City, naming. I don't know, guys. Probably vampires.
Aetherborn? Yeah.
Yeah, naming Aetherborn of all creature types, the most common one.
You seen them all, folks.
Is there only one Aetherborn creature?
They're only from one plane.
Well, there's only 2
There's a new
weasels. I know
one.
that.
That is fair.
Hey, you know what, Scott?
Yeah, Gonzi's an Aetherborn, yeah.
What's up, big dog? You wanna
I'm
feed
fucking
this fish?
down, bud. I'm gonna hit the fell.
No! Oh my god.
yeah.
Weakness.
I'm not gonna pay. You get your
Weakness.
draw, bud. Yo, sick. And then I'm gonna go ahead and swing 2 more at you, bud.
That's okay. I take it willingly now.
That
Okay.
Oh my gosh, that one draw is all he needed.
That was to balance it out. Okay, Pat.
Hey, guys.
What's up?
He pays with a fish.
Oh my god.
Happy
Yes.
birthday! You're a crack
Waking
girl.
guy.
I will draw for my turn. And then I'll pop down a little exotic orchard and pass.
Mm-hmm. Alright. You saying I'm gonna crack?
Feed it one time, Crow. Just one time. I'll let it die next time if you feed it one time.
No, I won't break. I shan't break. Actually, I'll just simply pass. No breaking here.
Scott, I'm gonna feed you, bud. I don't care.
Goodness.
That sounds fantastic.
Oh my
Maybe.
goodness.
Actually, maybe not. We'll see what this next turn looks like.
Here you go, Ames.
This could be fun.
Okay.
Why do you even want to play artifacts, Lupo? Just play vampires and you're good.
Listen, I had to build up that's why the Fell War Stone came out, so I could play the
my
next
gosh.
vampire. Listen, it's a good one, too. It's going to be fun.
I'm going to stop complaining about that Mystic Remora real fast.
Smothering Tithe.
So
okay.
Wait. Yeah, so I'm going to complain about it more then, is what I'm hearing. Okay. All right, cool. All right, sick. Yeah. No, for sure.
And then,
Wait,
yeah.
that's non-creature spell. Woo!
God damn it, Ames.
Sorry, hey, you pay Scott?
Shit.
Actually, is that on cast or is that
No,
on
it's on
cast?
cast, I think.
It's on cast.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
You get nothing. Good day.
And then I will... Wait, do you have lifelink, Ben?
Yeah, on this guy. He's got lifelink.
Gosh darn it, you're just going to hit me back, but whatever, I'll send two at you.
I mean,
you're just gonna get it back.
Yeah, he doesn't have
I'm
lifelink.
going to take the 2. All right.
No.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'll pass you pay.
I have not drawn my card yet, so I don't
Okay.
pay shit. I'm going to draw a card.
Okay.
Fuck no.
How about now?
Dude, that's crazy. I'm going to tap 4. I'm going to play Odric, Lunar Marshall, and then I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to hit Amy for 2, both lifelink now.
Odric Lunark Marshall in a vampire deck. That's fucked up.
That's so
yes,
good.
sir.
That's
yes,
so
sir.
After everything he fought for.
And I'll pass.
When you were trying to tell Shroud what to tutor for, Michael and I were yelling, Audric, because he definitely would have had lethal and but it was still the way it all planned, the way it all happened, and he got you with that one life was insane.
You're teaching Shroud with Edgar Markov? I love that.
So he, in my defense, he had said that he has the Fallout precons. What he actually meant is he bought a shitload of Fallout collector boosters and did not have the precons. So the second morning that I was there, before they woke up, I was in their house, and I built him an Edgar Markov deck on the spot.
In fairness, because the Fallout set is only precons, and
I could have built
them. You could have rebuilt it,
I could have just looked up the deck lists and just built them from scratch. But I had just built my Markov deck, and so
you're in the
some
mood,
structure was fresh in my mind, so it was just easier.
That's fair. Well, hey, listen, as long as he's getting into magic.
I'm debating whether I want to pay for the fish, because I really want Kuro to crack here.
I won't.
Okay, fine. Fish dies.
Perfect. Excellent.
And then I will draw for turn. No, I will not pay.
I shan't be doing that.
Whee!
We'll do,
Turn the fish into sushi? Tried. I want to get rid of the smothering tithe more than anything.
Polluted Delta.
Polluty doody.
Poop-looted Delta?
We'll do 2 for a thought vessel.
A what vessel?
Thought vessel.
That's what?
And then we'll do
what vessel?
2. I'll crack the polluted. I'll grab that in a second. And I'll do Liliana's Caress. Whenever an opponent discards a card, that player loses 2 life.
Great.
Well, she touched me like that.
Yeah, and then I will pass while I grab this.
All right.
You
I'm gonna flash in a Vixilus Praetor. Let's have a keep draw. I shan't pay.
Y'all, you're just helping her.
You didn't pay either.
Why did you say it like that? You didn't pay either.
You didn't pay either.
Because I have all this money now. Me on my yacht.
You're annoying.
And your new Bugatti. I'm gonna play a Pristine Talismans. Whose man's is this? And then an Oketra's Monument. Long may she reign. She's dead. And I will pass the turn from there.
I just realized the Smothering Tithe out with a Nekuzar deck is interesting.
Yeah, isn't it? Isn't it great?
The
Warhams are infecting the other hobbies now.
Damn.
I do like my Vixel Sprayer there. The goal of this deck is to double down on the fact that I have 2 commanders.
Right now.
In, you know, pseudo interesting ways.
Or do I want to do that? Because then that. Scott's open. We'll do this. Okay. Yeah.
You know, just some